Oh, darling, how are you?
Hello, dear. How are you?
Couldn't be better. The Joker card I had, things aren't so good. My Joker card fell through.
Really?
Yeah, down on the pontoon there. I was just about to be told who killed my sister Elvira. Next second, he's dead. Shot. Shot right in front of me.
What?
Yeah, right in front of me.
You're joking.
No, I'm not joking. He was about to spill the beans on who killed
How are
Elvira.
you?
I was taken aback.
Oh my God.
And the police came
Yeah?
and they're puzzled. They wanted to know and what was happening. And the other thing is the cash. I had
Alright.
the bag of money to give to him,
Yeah?
but I've still got it. He hasn't got that.
Oh, you still got it.
I've still got it, yeah.
So you're going to put it away?
Yes, of course I am.
Oh my God. How terrible for you.
It's horrible for the both of us.
Anyhow, who cares? He's gone. I mean, you know, he killed Elvira.
I know he killed Elvira, but I wanted to know why. I had the cash there to give him, and all of a sudden he's dead in front of me.
I'd say good riddance, he's gone. I know you wanted to find out, but he's gone, so who cares?
Well, I care because I really needed to find that information. I was hoping he could lead me to Jeff and to Claire. And that's why I got him out of prison. I wanted to know what they were up to. Because they're trying to get rid of us. We have to be strong.
I know, I've lost the boutique.
Yeah.
You know, they use this excuse that there was rats there and they're trying to eradicate them and...
No, well, they're rats themselves, those ones. Tell you what.
I just don't know how they can live with themselves. You know, saying at first like you were Melanie's father. You know?
Well, I've had the vasectomy. I couldn't have been.
Yeah, and now after all of this, it turns up that Jeff is Melanie's father. All these secrets that they've got.
Yeah.
I mean, one after the other. I just don't know.
It sure is an interesting family, isn't it?
I used to play basketball when I was a kid.
Yeah, that's interesting.
When I went to school.
Yeah, so did my son.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, he is younger, but
Okay,
he used to.
right. So yeah, this is my school. So yeah, some great memories here.
Yeah.
Great memories are coming back.
I find it interesting that JJ's case is closed, and you know, once again, Jeff wins out.
Well, unfortunately, yes, that is the case for now. We found him dead. He had a bullet in the back from a .35 caliber pistol.
I'm totally shocked because, you know, I'm walking along here. The next minute, he was about to admit who was behind the conspiracy. Next minute, he's shot and falls down dead at my feet.
Yeah, well, I know we're almost there. We were so close, but again, I think looks like Jeff's gotten away with it again.
He always gets away with it. I'm sick of it. And between him and Claire, I tell you what, I'm going to win out on this.
It's like you've lost your Joker card, mate. So, any more ideas?
Yeah, well, I'm not impressed, but leave it with me. I'm going to look more deeply into this. I'm going to get to them What about the bugs at Purple Grove? What happened about them?
Well, quite strange, but unfortunately nothing, no evidence towards, the suicide of Gavin or any other, conspiracy, whatever. But if you're interested to know about the sex life of Jeff and Claire, well then,
Oh, no. Leave that
Hello, dear. You're looking at the water there, I see.
Yeah, it's nice, isn't it? Nice to see all the boats.
Yeah, you don't really like the water that much, do you?
No.
Why is that?
Not even in the glass. I'd like a little bit of scotch added to it. Or some wine in the
Your
glass,
wine.
but not water, no.
Oh, when you do have a few wines,
Mm-hmm.
you're serenading me. Yeah.
Oh, well. Would you like me to serenade you now?
Well, yeah. You know that song you sing before we have sex the other night?
I do.
You know the other night when there was the full moon?
And you looked really good. And I sang, "You look so good to be true. Can't take my eyes off of you.
Yes, that's
Oh,
the one.
yes, I love you so much. You're like heaven to touch."
That was a lovely eulogy, dear, that you did for Janice.
Yeah. It's sad that she's passed away. I've got uneasy feelings about it, because Jeff and Claire in the same room as her, I just don't know what went on.
I mean, she was the yellow coat killer.
Yes, but what about... She was the only one who drank from the bottle. No one else did.
And, she left me another book she wrote, a smaller edition.
I bet it's an airheaded, muckraking thing. No,
I mean, it's sometimes hard to believe what she's written. Some of it's true, some of it's not. We don't know what's what.
I know, but what is it about, do you know?
Well, it's about Hank.
Hank? What about Hank?
Well, saying he was your brother.
Ah, my brother?
I don't know. That's what I mean. We don't know whether it's true or not, or maybe it is. And it's sort of, in a way, about Jeff, maybe.
I'm looking for someone else to share my life with.
You see, all my life there was always Hank. He was the love of my life and still is. But I'm just wondering whether there will be more to it, or might, if I'll be able to love another man.
Well, let me tell you something, Angie.
Yes.
Every time I see you, there's a tropical heat wave in my underpants. Say, Angie, I hope you weren't disappointed with last night.
No.
It really meant a lot to me.
Oh, it was fantastic for me. That was really, all of a sudden I feel so much alive, because all my life was always Hank. Look, let's enjoy ourselves right now, okay? And we see what happens when the time comes. I don't want to think about Hank now. I just want to enjoy our time together.
After all,
Yes.
the world is our oyster.
Yes, that's correct.
Yes?
Yeah.
So what are you going to do about Hank? What are we going to do?
I think about Hank when the time is right. Right now, I just want to enjoy myself. I feel alive. That's something I haven't had for a long, long time. Because with Hank, it was just like a duty. He's always been the one there, but he hasn't given me that alive feeling like you. Hank, it was great at the beginning, but now that I met you, I haven't met anyone that give me that, that make me feel alive like you have.
Oh, thank you.
So that's why I think, we see what happens when the time comes.
Hey, maybe we should go home and practice the Kama Sutra.
Yeah, good idea.
Yeah.
How about that?
And then we can do all sorts of experiments
Experiment, yes.
to make life much more enjoyable.
Enjoyable, yeah.
You got a good imagination?
Oh, yes,
I have.
absolutely. Tina, I have something to tell you. I don't know how you're going to react to this. But I found a new man and I'm really, really in love with him.
Are you joking?
No, I'm not joking.
Honestly?
Yes, honestly.
At your age?
age has got nothing to do with love. It could hit you at any time, at any age. I've been with your father for 30 years. He's on and off. He had a couple of mistresses. This is my chance to enjoy my life. He's a really lovely man.
It's a very nostalgic spot for you and Mum, I guess.
Yes, it is. I mean, a lot of memories here.
So, just hypothetically, what would you do if you were to lose her again?
Mum, your mother?
Yeah.
Look, it's a hard one to say. I mean, I don't think I'd want another woman. I think, I've had enough now. I don't think I'd want another woman. I could dedicate myself to the land and the house, I suppose, but alternatively, I have had an offer. I might sell it. Well, Angie, I've just got to say this to you. This is just not on. I just find you too distant. It's like living with a ghost.
But Hank, I've got something to tell you and you're not going to like it.
And what is that?
I met a man.
So you've met someone, and who is it? Come on.
His name is Armand.
He put an offer on this house.
Yes.
I want you out. Get your bags and fuck off.
I leave when I'm nice and ready, not when you chuck me
You
out.
make sure it's quick because I fucking can't stand the sight
This
of
is
it.
my home as much as yours.
No, you
I was originally
Get your
mine.
bags
No.
and make sure it's quick. Real quick. Or otherwise, you'll live to regret it. I'll take the house off the market. You go, Sydney, and go with him. But go now. Go. Goodbye. Good riddance to fucking bad rubbish.
We do have a future together, and that is going to be.
Oh, thank you, my darling Angie. Ah, look, the divorce is looking good, eh?
She believes he loves her, and I believe that he's scamming her.
Well, you should act upon it. I'm not in a position to do anything.
Hello, Hank. How are you?
Oh, so this is a happy couple.
Yes. We just got back from. This is Hank. This is Armand.
Charmed. How do
We
you do?
just got back from Las Vegas.
I won't shake your hand.
A couple
You've
of
got one
years
to
ago.
shake.
We got married.
We got married. Fabulous.
In Vegas.
Yeah,
Lovely time.
won a fortune on the
Poker
pokies.
machine.
Oh,
You two would have been there mutton dressed up as lamb.
oh, talk about land.
Talk about land.
Yeah.
What happened
I
to you?
think-
What happened to your aunt?
Oh, we were shagging each other silly, and she just threw
Mutton
me.
dressed above you would have been the laughing stock of everybody in Las Vegas. Your ages.
Talk
God.
about stuffing. We had a lot of fun,
Oh,
didn't we?
yes. Well, can we come in?
Hey, I like the look of this. This is very nice.
Just 1 minute. Fine. I do want to have 5 minutes with Armand alone.
All right.
Otherwise, there's
Go
no
on,
entry.
Armand. See you shortly.
Oh, she's hot. Sorry I get so emotional, but she's just divine.
Come on. All jokes aside, you can fuck all you like. I couldn't give a rat's ass because I reckon it's all talk anyway. And with her, she's a 3-minute wonder, dear. You won't get it tomorrow because she'll have fucked herself silly and she can't repeat.
Let
But-
me tell you,
But
mate.
I want you... No. I don't like you. You're an asshole and you're a troublemaker. And I'll kick you out if and when the time is good.
I've got news for you, sunshine. I like the place, and I'm getting very comfortable here.
You haven't even been in it yet.
And I'm going to take you for everything you've got.
You wouldn't be the only one. Many have tried. They all fall in love with this house and they never get it. So don't get your hopes up too much, Buster. Hey.
I need to refresh myself. Excuse me.
I'd hate to see you pee in your pants, so all right, you got to go.
Excuse me, I'll find my own way, thank you.
So, thank you for the gift. I take it this is the gift that you left for me.
Yes, I thought of you when I was away. I bought that from New Orleans.
No, I think they're great. I really do like them. I think they're add a nice, comical, light-hearted touch, and every house should have one.
Yes.
Was he around? That one? Was he around when you bought them?
No, he was somewhere else when I bought
Oh,
it.
that's blessed.
Yes.
That's blessed. So, I was a bit taken aback. I didn't think that you'd move quite that quickly. Vegas, marrying him.
I'm in love, Hank. Be happy for me. He's such a nice man.
This house was for us, not for three.
Yes.
That land and the house is for you and me, not for three people.
Look, it is big for the three of us. We can all work at it.
And we live happily ever after.
There was
Lovely night.
a lovely night, we sure did.
You enjoyed what we did in bed?
Yes, that was lovely.
Oh, thank you. I love it when I'm with you. You know, the three of us living here, it's okay, but I'm okay with Hank, you know. Things aren't ideal, but so far so good. You know, it's just a little bit tense and stressful, but we'll just see how it goes.
Yeah, we see how it goes, and
The three of us living here might
here.
be a bit of tension, but
Yes.
so far so good.
yeah, I've been married for him for 30 years, and I can understand how he feels. You know, it's being tense, things between all of us being tense.
But you know, compared with me,
Yes.
he's a bloody old bore.
Yeah, of course he is. He's very set in his ways. And, we're starting a new life and we're having fun. Yeah, we're having a good life and he feels left out. That's why he's like that, you know.
I don't like the way he makes jokes about our sex life when I managed to get this injury, you know. I don't have to wear it all the time, but sometimes I have to wear it actually in bed because you're just so wild, you excite me so much. Hey, you know, sometimes I still think about Vegas and the wonderful time we had. Yeah. Do you remember we went to the fairground and we had such lovely times there eating Pluto pups?
I don't recall going to a playground eating Pluto pups.
Yeah, remember we went there after we won the money on the poker machines and we didn't know what to do with it, so we thought, there's the fairground, we'll go and eat some Pluto pup.
I must have been too excited with the winning, that big win in
that's
the poker
understandable.
machine. And that's why I can't remember eating Pluto pups and being in a park.
Never mind.
This masquerade, I don't know fucking think you're doing, it doesn't cut any mustard with me. You've been seen in town without it. You're just a big fake.
Look, Hank, I've come here for some advice.
From me?
Yeah,
Me?
yeah. It's about Angie.
Arseholes always get confused here. It's the just desserts that happen
Look,
in
let's
life.
wipe all of that, okay? I need your advice.
Well, spit it out.
Spit what out?
What you want?
I'm
Well,
really...
you married her, for better or for worse.
Yeah, well look, between you and me and the gatepost, I'm scared it's going to happen all over again.
It'll be you be the one to blame. Oh my God! That crazy bitch. I reckon that arsehole, that pseudo French name guy, is giving her pills to make her insane. I really, really do. Oh, I'm talking to the devil. Look who comes.
What's the matter? You look a bit stressed. You look a bit shocked.
Look what I just found what your crazy wife put in the fridge.
I told you. Where did you find it? When did you find this?
1 minute ago in the fridge. She's lost the marbles, dear. Your way, your problem. Look, Angie, I don't quite know how to put this to you. I'm in a bit of a conundrum. Look what I just found in the fridge. I mean, I didn't put it there. In the fridge.
Well, I didn't put it.
On top of the butter.
I didn't put it in
Look,
the fridge.
butter. You can see it here.
Yes, but I didn't put it in the fridge.
Well, I sure as hell didn't.
Well, I didn't.
You think your husband did? Let's be careful and think about this. There are 3 people in the house. I very much doubt if that pseudo Frenchman did. That pseudo Frenchman that, it's all over you like a cheap rash. I doubt whether he did.
Well, I don't think he's
Well,
did
then
that
who
himself.
does it leave then?
Well, that's you and I.
That's not
so
me.
I didn't put it.
That's not me.
And I know for a fact I didn't put it in there.
My dear, you can't even remember what day it was yesterday. I don't want to be rude.
I
but
did know the
you've
day
got a problem.
yesterday. No, I do not have a problem. You're making it out that I have a problem, but I don't.
Hey guys, nice
Hi.
to see you.
Yeah,
No, look
lovely to see
look
you,
what the
darling.
cat's dragged in.
Oh God, look, let's leave all of that. I thought we might like to crack a bottle of champagne and go out to dinner later.
Oh,
How
well,
about that?
You're shouting, are you?
Lovely.
Oh, I love that. Fabulous. Tell you what, open the champagne, get your check ready.
Well,
Oh, well.
Well, there we go. I'll just open the wine and off we go.
Yeah.
What did you...
Okay. Hank?
yellow,
Yeah, very yellow, dear.
like your spine.
Yellow like the moths in your wallet. And do something useful. Get the glasses. They're in there.
Oh, what do you think this is, Hank? Bush Week?
I thought we were forgetting everything. We'll talk about this later.
Okay.
Cheers. Cheers, Hank. Cheers.
Cheers,
Nice
darling.
to know, Hank, that at the end of the day we can get along over a glass of champagne.
Oh, well, you can put up with an asshole, I suppose.
Well, I don't know. Don't have much hope. I think I'm going to lose everything. Well, maybe they look at this and have pity on me. Oh, what a tangled web we weave.
Let's get that Peter shit out of our life. God, there he is. Look at him. You poor excuse for a man.
Yes, you were a fraud and I knew it from the beginning.
Yeah, you
I
were
was never a fraud.
You're a piece of shit and a scumbag. Fuck off. I don't want
beg
you
your
here.
pardon?
I want you out.
Why
don't you
never-
take this little galah thing you've got here, like you, and just piss off out of my life?
Well, I've never been so insulted in all my
Fuck
life.
off. There you go.
Oh, I hope your girdle snaps.
I knew it from the beginning.
Well,
Get out!
and there's a short trip over to Maxim Security at Lithgow. So
I
off
tell you what,
go.
I tell you what, I've never, as I said, never been so insulted, and the Kellys never lie down and take things easily.
You're a fraud!
I don't care. The Kellys always survive, you Merkenhoffs. You're trash. Get into the garbage.
Done. He's out. He's gone. The scum's disappeared.
That's fantastic, isn't it? What about Armin?
They'll be dusting out his cell at Lithgow Maxim Security right now. Don't worry about him. He's scum. Scum goes to where it goes, down the drain, and it disappears where it needs to go. Absolute trash. And now, you know what you've got to do now, don't you?
Yeah, I have this thing to sort out with Nick and Chris.
Embrace the dwarf and love him, dear.
Listen, you're going to publish it?
Well, I don't know. I do have it, and I can let you have a look at it.
I'd be very interested to read that.
I don't understand how it happened. It's very disappointing, Sean. I thought we were nearly getting somewhere.
I know. Don't know what happened there, but we were on the case, and it's just so unfortunate that someone got in before we did.
How close could you have been on the case?
We were
For-
so close, but be reassured that the case is not closed.
No, I hope it's not closed. We still got a
We
murderer
are still
out there.
coming to some conclusions. This is just put a little spanner in the works, but really it's leading us closer.
But what evidence have we got now? We had this JJ in front of my dad. He was about to disclose that there was definitely someone behind it who paid him to kill my auntie.
Don't worry. This is unfortunate. You know, we were in the woods and we may have found some other evidence, another lead that's going to lead us to.
Hopefully
the
we
person
get
that's
closer and
responsible.
closer.
Well, don't worry. Just leave it with us. Don't be afraid. We'll find out the answers.
Do you know what? I think we could go and get more beds to the government. It's good income coming in.
Look, I can get private clients who will pay huge money for those beds instead of just getting people who come in on a government subsidy.
It's not all about money, you know.
Well, it is in a way because we've got to run the place. We need somebody with a good brain to run the financial end of it and make us a decent profit. If we keep taking government beds, we're not going to make a penny out of this.
And who do you think the people are who are capable of running this?
Well, not you. You've shown that in the past. Jeff and I are coming to much better decisions about finances and the actual running and staying afloat and trying to do better than just staying afloat, which is what your goal is. My goal is to make this a profitable institution. I want to turn this place into the jewel of aged care in Australia. With your ideas, we're going to be bottom of the pile, or in there with the vast majority that are dull and boring.
Why aren't I surprised to hear that? Between you and Jeff, you're both nasty pieces of work and you're just trying to push me aside. Well, I'm not happy with that and I'm not going to put up with it.
You just need to stick with operations and stop getting involved in the management.
Well, I am involved in the management.
Now, that was a mistake. We'll change that. You'll be happier just in operations and leave the management to people who can manage.
That was a brilliant wedding, guys. We had fun.
That's it, yeah. So I hope you guys really liked it.
Clough.
Yeah, so obviously she's the brains. She came up with all the ideas and I'm just the chauffeur.
The clever chauffeur who's just been appointed professor now with your PhD. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations, Mrs. Vincent.
Yes.
How are you guys?
Yes, and how was the wedding? Did you like it, Mr. Sweet?
Thoroughly enjoyed it.
Oh, that's good. Yes. I'm glad that you got him here because he was like the engineer, right?
Mr. Sui is my left hand, of the family's left hand for many, many years.
Yeah.
Since we first built up Purple Grove.
That's right.
Hence we knew, we find out, thanks to that, Mr. Sui, because he went to dig out the initial files and plans of the property. There was sulfur.
That's right.
Yes.
In the limestone.
Yes. It was on the record again.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we still need to find out what really happened to my mother, but let's not talk about that.
Yeah, that's it.
So you guys, newlyweds,
Yeah, the next stage of our life is going to be amazing. We're going to move to Singapore, unfortunately out of Mercury Wings. Thank you for having us all this time.
pleasure.
Yeah. Mercury Wings has treated us really, really well, and we won't forget this place. So much memories.
Well, certainly Purple Grove has changed, has evolved over the years. I didn't know that now you would accept for younger generation to come and congregate with them.
Part of the big plan, but nice to see you come here and visit. You're not,
Yeah, I don't
you're
come
not here
often.
much, are you?
No, I'm not too sure what you do is really the best for the family. Trying to destroy or separate people when I thought you and my dad could work together as a brotherhood.
Well, that's
You
what
never
we
liked
agreed.
my dad.
We agreed on that, but he hasn't been performing. So that's not good, is it? Purple Grove is the most important thing here.
It's like this bottle of wine. What was real Mum's intention to offer you this bottle?
Look, forget about the bottle of wine, it's not important now.
Yeah, but you know, what did you do to keep this family together when you want to try and evict my dad?
If it wasn't for me, we would never have got to this point. So I did everything that I had to do with other people's knowledge.
Well, I hope you're going to demonstrate that and be honest. If it's not be honest with us, but be honest with yourself. You know, Deb is very, very upset with you. Not sure what happened or if it's true what she's assuming, but you've got once in a lifetime opportunity to make sure the family stay together. How are you going to demonstrate that?
This has been the goal all along. The family has to work together and keep together. I can't afford to have people fracturing, going their own separate ways.
But I think bringing Claire into the equation is what it's going to do and what the outcome will be.
Well, unfortunately, I had no choice. It's something I had to do to make sure that it continues.
So yeah, I guess it must have been a rough couple of weeks for you, Nina, with the loss of the boutique, but it's been a rough couple of weeks for everyone. Oh, it has been. You know, since Claire came back to Purple Grove, I mean, she's just a nightmare for me, you know, losing the boutique, you know, it's just, and David, you know, they're after us, they're really after us. I just don't know what to do. Played with our feelings, you know, and then saying about Melanie, you know, coming into the picture now, and, you know, how did you react to that?
Oh,
That
well,
must have been a shock.
well, yeah, I think it was for everyone, but, you know, just coming to terms with the fact that my father is also the father of another Kelly's daughter.
Yeah.
And you know, all those years that she was at Mercury Wings, I mean, she was kind of in the background. I wasn't that involved at that time over there. So she wasn't really sort of on my radar, but
She was on nobody's radar.
well, it made sense.
Such a shock.
It all sort of makes sense now, so
Yeah.
yeah.
Claire obviously sent her, you know, from South Africa while she was over there, just to take control, you know, just look what was going on and take control of things. And keep her in the loop, what was going on.
That's
you
exactly
know?
right. That would be Claire. Yeah. I don't know what to do, Seb, but one thing I do know is that we need to take him down. That's why I've stayed around so long.
I know, and I thank you so much because, I mean, I cannot do it by myself. It's out of his world. I mean, he's so manipulative, and he's been thinking about everything all those years, you know.
Pulling all the strings all along. And Sean's been great. He's been helping. I mean, you as well. You know, and I'm doing what I can behind the scenes to work on a way.
But everything we put along has failed, you know.
I know.
Dad has been
He's
trying to pay JJ, and look, JJ was killed.
He thinks he's one step ahead, right? So what we need to do is get one step ahead of him.
You know, the books have hardly hurt him, you know. It has actually had the opposite effect. I don't know what else we can do, but you wonder if he's got really feelings, you know, about you, about us. I don't know.
I know. Believe me, I've questioned that a lot over the years. But I'm not leaving until we make him pay for what he's done.
You always said in the past maybe that you didn't like him to touch you, and you never really elaborated more about that. Did he ever touch you? What I mean is, did he touch you more like, you know, the touch I'm talking
I
about,
know.
not like a father
I
to
know.
daughter or uncle to daughter, uncle to, yeah.
Well, I don't know where that comes from. I just can't bear him to touch me. I mean, I've got no memory of anything. Not that I'm aware of. If something like that had happened, I would remember, right?
Yeah,
So I don't know where that comes from.
unless you blocked it out totally.
Don't touch me. Don't ever touch me again.
I don't even want to think that that's the case.
I don't know what else we can do to take him down.
Well, you know what I'm thinking we need to do?
Hmm.
We need to lay a trap, set him up, build up some story that's going to make him react or do something, and we're going to get him that way, and then we'll confront him.
Yeah.
Because you know what he's like, he has to be in control. So if we rattle his cage enough, we'll make up a story, we'll do something, and then we'll lay that trap.
Okay.
And you know, because he's so manipulative, he won't be able to help himself. He'll walk straight into it.
We cannot fail this time.
I
We
know.
use all our cards and it didn't work.
This is our last chance.
Auntie Elvira, Oh, it might have been so tired. I just fell asleep, had a nap, a break. It's been an exhausting time.
Yes, what's happening with you?
Oh, what's happening with you? Thanks for visiting me, Auntie Elvira.
It's my pleasure.
How is Ma'am? Do you see Ma'am?
Yes, yes, she's happy, peaceful, completely different life there.
And
you know, in here when we grow up, we go through different stages in life,
Yeah.
from baby to whatever, and on, different classes and different types of schools you go to. That's exactly what it's like there. But we don't have a body there, only spirit, and everybody gets on really well with everybody. There's no judgment there.
But how many stages?
Depending on what the person achieves in this world, when they go there, they go as high as that, or higher.
So what's happening with Ma'am? Where is she? What is she doing?
Well, she's having fun with all her friends. Things that she's, like as a single person, she's going out with friends. Talk, it's different over there because they all like one another. In where you are right now, everybody will always have enemies. No such thing as enemies up there. Nobody judge anybody up there. They're all happy.
But
they all do different things. One day they could be learning how to cook, the next day sewing and whatever. Making a speech, learning computer.
So you're not going to come back?
No, I'm not coming back. I'm over here. You will see me now and then, but once I get up to the next realm, it will be different. I'll never come back.
And you remember a long time ago we were in the Blue Mountains at Hank's place, your ex-husband, and we were sitting on a bed together. I remember vividly that scene. I mentioned it to her, and I think we should get a commitment on that. That should be good. So things are getting better with Hank?
Yes, things are working really nicely, just like the way it used to be. When we first started, as a couple, it was.
Oh, it's much better. He's been living, for 4 years alone here, and now you're back in his life, and because that was a little bit awkward to share the house, half yours, half his, and you fighting each other, and
there was a very difficult moment that we went through, but as I said before, I fight for what rightfully mine, and as far as I'm concerned, he's my husband, and he's mine. It doesn't belong to Sharon.
And I talked to Sharon actually, and she understood that. She understood the importance of a relationship. She understood that you've been together for a very long time, for several years. And I talked to her about the land. I talked to her about the partnership you had with her father. And she said to me that she would be ready to leave you the land. To leave you the land totally. I was talking to you. You were my kind of confidant, more than Ma'am. And you wrote in your book about Ma'am, and I want to be sure. Did she really love Dad? Which one did she really love? In your book you said that was my dad.
Yes, she did love your dad.
How do you know? How did she tell you, and why you?
Oh, it's the type of thing that women don't tell anybody. You just figure it out and you know. Every woman knows who's the right person for that person, because they will be talking about that person all the time.
But she was with Jeff before my dad.
Yeah, but it wasn't meaningful, David.
Okay. Was it a dream again? I was in here with Uncle Jeff last week.
Yeah, well, this is the foundation.
Are you telling me that it all started with those rocks?
The limestone rocks, it was plenty available. That is how the whole Purple Grove began.
And it's all been built around
All been
that.
built around that. And I tell you what, I wanted you to see this with me here because it's very important that you understand how the business grew.
But Dad, you've gone down so low, like were you not building up Purple Grove with Jeff? Were you not on the construction site wearing those yellow raincoat?
Yes, he was, but I wanted to show you where it began. Jeff was on site, all right, yes he was, but he has started to veer off course a little bit recently, and I've got to bring him into line.
But you dropped the ball, Dad, and you continued your imagination to build up like a Disneyland in Europe and those hotels all around the world. Why didn't you stick to Purple Grove?
Well, look around you, you'll find that I did eventually. Right here, on the construction site, is where I met your mother. And we had a passionate love affair, and actually you were a result of it. So I wanted you to know that.
But she was with Jeff before.
She was only giving him lip service, or some other kind of service, I don't know. But she really loved me.
They still had Deb together.
Well, the problem is, she really loved me.
Yeah.
Deep down. She only gave him lip service, so to speak. But he tried to steal her away, and I know they had an affair. I know that. But it wasn't serious for your mother.
Yeah, I can't believe that Mum was the inspiration for Purple Grove, and that's how you guys got all connected together. But we've been thinking a lot, since Deb said she was going to pursue a lead. It's a fact that Mum spent a lot of time on the site, on the construction.
That's correct.
While you were drilling all those rocks and breaking down all those rocks.
Yeah.
Mum suffered of asthma, if you remember.
I do remember, and I miss her dearly,
I know, but
I'm so alone sometimes, and I think about her, but it's in the past now. I can't bring her back.
We're thinking that asthma was escalated when she was exposed to the construction site. So we're thinking that she wasn't really suffering from asthma, but that's something that triggered it. Yeah? Oh, that will go. Mom! And that could have been developed over the years on the construction site.
Well, maybe so. I don't know. We weren't using any asbestos, so she couldn't have got lung problems from that. No, limestone.
What I can't work out is, what in the hell are you trying to achieve by applying to have the body exhumed?
Well, of course I knew you'd say that. But there's something highly suspicious there, Dad, and I am determined to find out why, and that's why I'm going to get tissue samples.
Look, there's nothing suspicious at all, and as far as I can see, you are starting to try to dislodge the whole family unit.
No, I know how you like secrecy and avoiding scandal, but not this time, Dad. I'm determined. And I think Mum would want me to do this.
You're crazy. you're crazy and you're not the only one. And I've got to
That's
deal
right.
with all of this.
That's right, gaslight me. Yep, trying to tell me I'm crazy. Well, we'll see. I mean, if you've got nothing to hide, why should it bother you so much?
I've got nothing
Maybe
to
you do
hide.
have something to hide.
No, I don't. I'm crystal clear.
I'm
There's
sure.
absolutely nothing to hide.
Well, we'll see, won't we? Because I'm determined to find out.
Never mind if it ever comes out that she had this horrific bout of asthma and the puffers and what damage it might have done, and you know, might have sent her into a coma, and I gave her the puffers. What are we going to do about that? If the police ever get hold of this and start investigating, and there's a forensic inquiry, what are we going to do? It's unbelievable.
Exhuming your own mother's body. I mean, you don't realise this, but this is what you're doing to hurt yourself.
You would say that, wouldn't you? Well, we'll see, shall we?